When I was a kid, I watched wrestling, just like most of the other kids at my elementary school. WWE. I don't really remember the kids watching the Mexican promotions like Consejo Mundial de Lucha Libre and AAA. Later in life, I did come to like CMLL. They were like AAA. I remember McMahon's limo exploding, and I remember Benoit missing the pay-per-view, and I remember Benoit's tribute episode, one of the most difficult pieces of media to find nowadays. When it came out a couple of days later that Benoit had a severe mental episode that caused him to commit double murder, his wife and son, slash suicide, it was almost entirely scrubbed off the face of the planet. But why do I mention this? Well, I believe that this is partially Hulk Hogan's fault. Terry Bollea, if you want to remember him like that. To me, the man caused the talent, and the talent exacerbated the negative traits of the man, and so they are intertwined in such a way that it's impossible to separate them or differentiate them. There is in fact a second incident I know of that haunts wrestling to this day, Owen Hart's fatal accident, where, due to a stupid ring entrance gimmick combined with an accident or incompetence or faulty equipment, Owen Hart fell a lethal distance into a ring in front of a live audience during a pay-per-view. Small parenthesis here, I think it's absolutely psychotic that after he died, Vince McMahon continued that event. I'm not here to remember Hulk Hogan's prowess in the ring for three reasons. The first one is that I moved on from wrestling years ago, long before I had mastery of English as a language. The second one is that his era was effectively over when I was a fan, so I already don't remember him fondly, and I moved on before I was too hardcore of a fan to go back and watch his fights. The third one, of course, being what this video is about. Long before Benoit's tragedy, long before even Owen Hart's, Hulk Hogan decided to take the single most impactful action in his sorry life, which was ratting out Jesse Ventura's wrestling union attempt. This decision, fueled by the cold reality that Hogan was getting paid more than the rest of the roster for WrestleMania 3 combined, forever tainted anything he produced in my mind. Because I know that he got all the opportunities, all the epic moments, all the fame and the wealth because he was a professional bootlicker, a class traitor of the highest level. He climbed up the ladder by stepping over everyone he could, and when he got to the top, he kicked the ladder down. Ever wondered why there's so few legends from his era? The reality is that it's Hogan and Hogan's jobbers, because even he understood he couldn't be alone in the wrestling industry. Think of all the young talent buried. And now the wrestling industry faces the consequences of the lack of a union. Deaths, chronic pain, steroid abuse, brain damage like that which led Benoit to his atrocity, a career-ending injury that could have been prevented or partially mitigated by having a robust network of solidarity and safety not unlike that which a union, a real union for workers by workers, can offer. The reality is that we cannot even grasp how much damage his ratting out did to the industry and to the talent associated with it. Personally, I abhor Hulk Hogan slash Terry Bollea. I believe firmly that everything in his work life and his journey represent that which I stand against. Cooperation for collective greatness before selfish individualism that could propel you to absurd unnecessary greatness at a great cost to others. I am of the idea that if you don't want people on the internet to metaphorically piss on your grave, then you should live like it before you die. And on top of all that, he was also a super racist piece of shit. As he lived, he will be remembered. In the description of the video, there's two videos where Jesse Ventura talks about this, if you want to learn more. Thank you for watching, or thank you for listening, I suppose.